What's going on, guys? Today we're talking about the 2024 draft, and more specifically, who will switch brands. Let's talk about it. So as we know, the WWE draft is happening this Friday on SmackDown and then ending on Monday Night Raw. And I'm honestly really looking forward to this year's draft, especially because WWE has been killing it lately. From Survivor Series to the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, I think this year is going to be a good year for World Wrestling Entertainment. So when it comes to the draft, there's a lot of potential options this year for Raw and SmackDown. For example, I could definitely see someone like Gunther going to SmackDown. And I know, you probably will stay on Raw to go back after the Intercontinental Championship. But just imagine the ring general on the blue brand. You could do a lot with him. There's Gunther versus AJ Styles, Gunther versus Logan Paul, and even Gunther versus Randy Orton. Come on, you can't tell me you don't want to see that match. So when it comes to other superstars, I could definitely see someone like Ilya Dragunov going to Monday nights, especially since he was on the Raw after Mania, and he could even keep the NXT title to showcase more eyeballs on that brand. Another star I can see swapping brands is Logan Paul and Sami Zayn. Now I know that Logan Paul is probably going to stay on SmackDown due to him likely feuding with Randy Orton, and also with SmackDown being on Fox and the eyeballs they generate, it just makes sense for him to stay there. And with Sami Zayn, his feud with Chad Gable is starting to get hot, so that does make sense. But just imagine if they did swap shows. We could get a lot of great things. Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton for the Intercontinental Championship, Sami Zayn against Cody Rhodes for both belts. And since Kevin Owens is on the blue brand, we could do a rivalry there that's akin to the old NXT feud. And for Logan Paul, him being on the red brand would be pretty fun. I could see him having entertaining segments with the likes of the Judgment Day, the Creed Brothers, and DIY. And we could even revisit some of his old feuds, like the one against The Miz from 2022, and his rivalry with Ricochet from last year. Although, I don't think Samantha Irvin would be too happy about the Maverick showing up, but it is what it is. Next up, we're talking teams. So when it comes to teams, I think the majority of them will stay on the same brand. Maybe the Final Testament could go to Raw, just because of the feud with the Pride not being the best. So maybe them going to Monday nights could give them a new direction and shake things up. Another team would be the Alpha Academy going to SmackDown. I think that would be interesting. And another team I wouldn't mind would be Pretty Deadly going to Raw. Just because Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are the World Tag Team Champions at the minute, and I don't see a heel versus a heel feud anytime soon. But on the red brand, the Yes Boys feuding with Awesome Truth, I wouldn't mind that at all. So for the women, I can't really think of any draft changes to make. Jade Cargill on SmackDown with Bianca and Damage Control does feel right. Tiffany Stratton on SmackDown also feels right. Maybe Michin could go to Raw, Nia Jax to SmackDown, and some NXT stars like Cora Jade and Lila Valkyrie to go to either Raw or SmackDown would be a nice addition. And you could draft some people on the main roster to NXT to again shake things up. So yeah, overall, I do think the WWE draft is going to be a great one. And who knows, maybe they'll surprise us with something we won't expect. Let's just hope they don't do what they did with John Cena, where he got drafted to both Raw and SmackDown in the same night. But yeah, I do think people like Drew McIntyre should stay on Raw and LA Knight should stay on SmackDown. But I want to know, who do you think will get drafted on night 1 and night 2? Let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and more importantly, take care.